How's everyone doing today? My name's Corey or Ace, and today we're going to be going over the best and worst things that has been confirmed in Call of Duty World War II. So I have two lists here, and I have two lists right in front of me, and the first one is going to be the best and the second one's going to be the worst. The best is a pretty long list compared to the worst, so the worst only has one thing on it, and we're going to start with it. It's no theater mode, and it has been confirmed. So I'm really against this simply because theater mode is one of the most helpful things alive, whether you're in the competitive scene or you're a YouTuber, or maybe you just want to show gameplay to your friends and put it in your vault or something along those lines. You can't do that in this game, which really stinks. I absolutely love the theater mode option simply because of this, because say my file corrupted while recording, or I forgot to have my Elgato on for some reason, something along those lines, and I don't have the ability to go back and record it. That's when theater mode was like the savior of you. You always had that option. Then for game battles in UMG, it's going to make it so much more difficult to show proof of when someone cheated or something along those lines. Someone rage quit and then they said they won the game, things along those lines, as well as for people who want to just show their friends, hey, I had a 100 kill game, something along those lines, where they want to show their friends and show off things like that. They don't have that ability, which really sucks, but at the same time, it's not going to be something that just destroys the game completely. Now on to the best score streak list. So the score streaks do look absolutely amazing. They do look insane in my opinion, and the best part about it is it's almost 95% confirmed that dogs will be in the game, simply because Michael Condria tweeted out replying to someone asking about score streaks, saying he likes dogs, and World at War had dogs, Black Ops had dogs, Black Ops 2 had dogs, so it's obvious that dogs is in this same time frame, so you do have the option of going along that and playing in the theme. So I really do think they are going to bring dogs back. I'm extremely excited about that. It's also been confirmed that Last Stand is not going to be in the game. We all know how much we hated Last Stand. Last Stand was honestly one of the worst things, especially with this Hive specialist in Black Ops 3. Sorry, not the Hive, but I can't think of the specialist name right off the top of my head, but where you can come back to life. I think it's called like Rejack or something like that, and somehow you can come back to life and be perfectly fine. I hate any perk or specialist ability like that, and them saying there isn't going to be one in this game. Once you're dead, you're dead. That just made me so happy, because you don't have those people who are going to be laying on the ground with a pistol out just waiting for you to run by or hoping to be picked up, something along those lines. So it is confirmed, and I'm beyond happy about that. I'm extremely happy as well about jetpacks not being in this game. Your boots are on the ground at all times. Obviously you can jump still, but it's not going to be you running on walls. It's not going to be you flying around, things like that, and having the advantage by some player who's clearly not better than you if they're stuck on the ground, simply because they can jump higher than you and kill you over your head. Like, there's no way that skill gap isn't going to close in and make people show that there's such a big difference in flying around and killing someone and truly being stuck to the ground, having to run around, run and gun type stuff, and truly having to learn that style of play, because no people who have come to this franchise recently have had that ability to just be stuck on the ground, no running on the walls, no flying, any of this stuff. They legitimately have to play boots on the ground, which I extremely am happy about, I'm extremely happy about it, simply because it does save so much of a difference in this game, simply because you now have to have gun skill. You have to know how to play the game compared to not knowing how to jump or something like that, something that's so debilitating in this game. If you don't know how to run on walls and shoot, things like that, it's not going to take away from the nature of the game. Jetpacks not being in the game as well is going to make me extremely happy, because the skill gap is going to widen by so much. The reason why I say that is people who have come to the franchise recently have only known how to run on walls and shoot, things like that, jump higher, compared to the people who have been here since World at War, since Call of Duty 4, since Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops, all that stuff, all the older Call of Duties where there was no jumping and flying. They have the skill that a lot of people don't who have come to the franchise recently, and I'm one of those people who I was an absolute monster with boots to the ground kind of thing, whereas in these games I'm not really that amazing at jumping, so it is a debilitation compared to the second that we start playing World War II. Those jetpack people, they're not going to be on the same level as you, even even close to it if you have played those boots to the ground type of games. And the two final things I'm extremely happy about is the Headquarters Social as well as the game modes Headquarters and War coming into this game. Headquarters and War easily were two of the best game modes in Call of Duty history in the boots to the ground type of games. Everyone absolutely loved them who was a huge Call of Duty fan. They're such fun game modes to play, such high intensity. You always had to be looking left and right, always had to know where your teammates were, things like that in order to succeed in those game modes, and that's one thing I absolutely loved. And the second thing, Headquarters Social, I'm extremely excited about. This is something we haven't seen with Headquarters Social simply because in any Call of Duty, you can't really show off your stuff unless you're in game. So say you're opening a supply drop, and yes, it is cosmetic only, it is something I'm neutral on because I don't really mind if I have a cool camo that I got out of a supply drop, because it's not like if someone gets that camo, they're going to be able to play better than me. It's not going to be like a weapon variant or something along those lines. It's simply cosmetics, and I hope they do stick to that. I really do, but at the same time, I'm not nervous about that at all. I think they're going to live up to their word, and I love how this Headquarters Social is really going to be able to let me show off all the things I've achieved, as well as other players showing off what they've achieved and all that good stuff, because then you can finally have a better interaction with the community. You can meet people to play with. Say you don't have a lot of friends on your Xbox or on your PlayStation, so then you have the ability to build parties, build clans, stuff like that. Find a good group of players to play with all the time so you don't have to worry about that, and I really do love this idea. Maybe it's going to be like a Destiny thing where they have it set up like that, but I'm extremely excited about Headquarters Social. I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. If you did, make sure to smash that like button. If you're new, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell if you guys want to see every single video I drop, as well as if you guys are new around here or just anyone who's been here for a while, comment down below what your favorite or most excited for Call of Duty World War II. What's the best thing and what's the worst thing? You guys tell me your list down in the comments down below, and I'll make sure to read them. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.